What's up, everyone? The new HOH Cody has made his nominations, and we are going to talk about who they were and what it means for the rest of the week. Who will be the first victim of the triple eviction, guys? That's right, the triple eviction on Thursday night, guys. So we've got lots to talk about, so we'll dive right in. So welcome to your live feed update. Welcome everyone. I hope you've all had a fantastic start to the weekend. It's Saturday. It's a good day in my opinion, guys, and I hope you're all feeling good, got good vibes going, and are ready for a live feed update. I'm in a good mood today, guys. I'm feeling the office, hence why I've got my office t-shirt on. The crew of Dundon Mifflin. I'm repping there, guys. But let's jump right into the live feed update, because we're not talking about the office. We're talking about Big Brother 22. There was a lot of talk when it came to the nominations about who Cody was going to put up on the block next to one another. There was two sort of trains of thought that people went for. One was the obvious choice of David and Kevin next to each other on the block, but a few people were thinking that he was going to make this big move of putting Danny next to Nicole, and of course I'm assuming that's what most of the viewers would want, but it seems as though he's done the first choice that everyone pretty much thought he was going to do, and he has nominated David and Kevin for eviction, guys. So straight off the bat, as I usually do, guys, who would you like to see survive this week? Would you like to see the veto used on anyone? Do you think there's going to be a backdoor plan in place? Just let me know your thoughts on the nominees. Christmas was doing some damage control immediately after the nomination ceremony, with her going up to David saying, you know, it sucks, I'm sorry about this, it's a game, the usual stuff, but she was saying at least we both get to play in the veto comp, because we know Christmas struck up some form of a deal with David a few days ago, so she's definitely keeping up appearances there. We know that Christmas is probably going to throw the veto, because if she wins it, David's going to be annoyed if she doesn't use it, and Cody will be annoyed if she does use it, so she's 100% just putting on a face there to try and cover up, and yeah, she doesn't want to put herself in the predicament of winning the veto right now, so the best move for Christmas would of course to be throw the competition should she end up playing in this. When we flip things on its head though, Christmas isn't just putting on a face, she is heavily encouraging David to try and win the veto, and basically saying he should go out there, smash the veto comp, win it, and shove it down their throats as a basic sort of F you guys, essentially. But you know what? I think David is going to be hell-bent on trying to win the veto, so I think he's going to try very, very hard. And do you know what? I say time and time again, I know everyone's going to go, oh, David won't win the veto, Kevin won't win it. It's going to be same old, and you know, it'll just follow a pattern that's happened so far. We know in Big Brother history that when someone's backs up against the wall and there's not much left, when there's literally like one person left in one side of the house or two people, they come out, they play, and they win that damn veto. And I've got no doubt in my mind that I think David or Kevin could pull that off. David expressed to Christmas that if anything else, he is probably just annoyed for the fact that the viewers will be essentially quite bored watching the show. He basically said it's very boring having the same people on the block week after week after week, and I guess it's which scenario that would be, because if it was somebody like, because from the viewer's standpoint from BB22, I know the majority of the viewers love Janelle and Kesa, whereas they aren't such big fans of the rest of the house. So if Janelle and Kesa were winning back-to-back HOHs and putting the same people up every single week, everyone would be loving it. But if it was this side putting the same people up, people don't enjoy it so much. So I guess it's how you look at it, but I can totally see what David's saying there, because the majority of viewers haven't been too pleased with this season. Kevin and David were sort of mulling over the feeling and the fallout of the nominations afterwards, with Kevin saying he doesn't like the way Cody treated him. You know, he went and had a conversation with Cody for 45 minutes, and at the end, Cody straight up said to him, I'm putting you on the block, and you know, he gave him the whole spiel of it sucks to be HOH, it's a difficult position to be in. If we cast our minds back to week one, it's exactly what he said to Kevin when he put him on the block next to Keisha, so take that with what you will. In that conversation with Cody, however, Kevin did actually express to him, the world doesn't revolve around you, Cody. I did actually put this in the thumbnail, guys, but it was basically Kevin snapping. We've seen week after week after week of people pretty much just laying down and taking their fate as it comes. We've seen a couple of people stand up for themselves, and it's a nice moment, but Kevin's actually snapped at this point, and he's told Cody, he pretty much said that to him, but he said that Cody was getting mad, all that sort of stuff, guys, so it seems to be kicking off, and I think it's only going to encourage Cody to try and push to get Kevin out more. I'd say David is definitely more safe, to be honest. I feel like if we are looking at different people in the house, though, they've got different targets. I feel like Memphis week after week has wanted David out, whereas the rest of the house probably want Kevin out over David, but we'll see how the cookie crumbles, especially when it comes to the veto comp, because with Dr. Will Kirby back in the house, he's offered powers and prizes and all sorts of things when it comes to the veto comp, so things could just be shaken up. I know it's crazy, but we may not even see the two of them both on the block at the end of the week. It may just be like a crazy Danny week where you end up nominating a good third of the house. We just don't know yet, guys, but you know, if Dr. Will Kirby's involved, I'm sure things are going to be fireworks. Kevin and David continued talking about their disrespect for Cody, and they didn't like the way he beat it around the bush when it came to nominations. That was their phrasing, and they basically said they respect someone more like Memphis, who doesn't even give a reason and is just like, you're going on the block, it's a game, enough said. So they respect that more so than Cody, because they believe he's not basically owning his moves, and he's sort of just being a bit flippy-floppy about it and sort of just going, I'm putting you on the block because this person said this to this person, and then, you know, the chain reaction of, you know, I haven't got a reason. Somebody else has got a reason that they've told me. It seems like that. But Cody needs to be very, very careful, because if he gets to the jury, if he gets to the final two and faces the jury, he's definitely going to have trouble trying to get votes from them. Christmas looked at the camera at one point and said Kevin is a little snake. She has definitely shown her true opinion on Kevin there. She definitely favours David when it comes to the nominees. But I think it's a case of, the committee have someone on the block. They think they're going out the door, so they don't really need to care that much. They can say what they want, and then the one person heads out the door and the other person stays and likely goes next week. But there we go. Christmas's loyalty definitely lies with David over Kevin, even if it's a tiny, tiny bit of loyalty. Enzo tells Cody about the second Wise Guys alliance, so that's totally been exposed now. And yeah, because we know that Memphis sort of concocted two alliances, one with Christmas and Enzo, and one with Enzo and Cody. But Enzo being as part of two of them, he's basically sold Memphis out and gone straight to Cody there. That's definitely going to shift some things around. If a backdoor plan could ever go into place this week, if it was ever a scenario that was possible, potentially, I don't think he would backdoor Memphis. I guess it just gives Cody more intel further down the line and more reasoning to put him up on the block. But I guess it's one of those things where if Enzo's got enough sway this week, because I did say yesterday, if anyone's got the sway this week, it's Enzo, because he's pretty much got his hand in everyone's pocket, and he's got a good relationship with everyone. But I guess he'd need to sort of find a way to get Danny out would be the case, because I think Enzo's probably more hell-bent on getting Danny out than Memphis. So we'll see, how things can transpire after the veto. It really depends on who does win the veto. If Enzo can grab the veto, that would put him into a pivotal position with a lot of power and a lot of sway, where he could say to Cody, look, I think it's a good time, we should take Danny on a call out. To sum everything up, guys, it's pretty much the case of Kevin has turned himself into public enemy number one, or more so Christmas is starting to plant a few seeds, and she's totally done with Kevin now. And, despite David being on the block, he's likely going to be safe this week. But remember, these prizes and powers and everything that's going to come into place with the veto and the BB neighbour house can definitely shake things up, guys. So don't put all your eggs in one basket, because the week may just turn out totally different from what we expected it to be. Because heading into the triple eviction as well, Cody needs to definitely do some damage control, because, when you've got a full week ahead of you of nominations, veto, eviction, it gives time to sort of do damage control. So Cody could make a big move this week, and then things can die down, and then he's safe next week. When it's a triple eviction, it's impulse. Someone wins HOH, they're still annoyed at Cody. Cody, you're going on the block. Cody, you're out the house. Things could just blow up like that, and that's why I love sort of double and obviously a triple we've never had before. But it's very exciting. There was a Big Brother UK episode that we had a few years back when Big Brother UK used to be on, called 4 in, 4 out. So they evicted 4 house guests in one night and brought 4 new house guests in. Pretty crazy stuff, guys, but a triple has never been seen on US, so I'm still very, very hyped for it and very excited, and I think anything could happen. And I did say, I think I said in yesterday's video, the one I always remember in the veto was when Donnie won on the double eviction night. It was crazy, crazy times, and it was just an epic night, and you never know when your favourites can pull through and win something and shake things up a little bit. So exciting times ahead, guys, with an exciting week, and things could definitely be shaked up. That is all of your game updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed this video, and I also thoroughly hope you all have a fantastic weekend, guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. You are all legends for watching. I genuinely and massively appreciate all of your support. I have so much fun doing these videos, and it means the world to me getting the support, guys. So thank you very, very much. But guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until your next live feed update, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Good night.